Yeah, I have recorded it. Uh,
Yes.
so
So am I audible now?
yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
And the screen is visible to everyone?
Yeah, screen is visible. Yeah.
Okay. So good evening to very good evening to all of you, and thanks Dipesh for this for giving us this opportunity and introducing us. So as Dipesh has already introduced our company, but I would still like to take a minute or so to explain who we are, what we are doing, about the background of the company. So name of our company is Super Technologies Private Limited, and the brand name is Credin. We are a Gujarat-based fintech company, financial technology company, recognized under uh, Startup India program run by Government of India. And the company started by ex Citibankers. So me and my partner, we were working with Citibank for quite some time. Apart from us, other team members in our team are from engineering, chartered accountants, and we are backed by multiple non-banking financial companies and the angel investors who help us in rolling out the products. So this particular product we call it Credin Siksha, where we partner with schools, and with the help of school we roll out this product to the parents or to the end consumer, and we help these schools in managing their cash flows in a better way, because the parents can make the repayments to us in the form of EMI, and school gets the entire money in as per their desired plan. So I'll just take you through about this program, the benefits for the parents, benefits for the school, and the commercials, and what are the nitty-gritties or requirements for this. Then we can have a question answer session. So about this Credit Siksha program, it is our flagship program where we in partnership with schools. So in this case, we do not take any collateral from the parents, so it's completely unsecured in nature. 100%. So at times, few companies or banks or NBFCs, they do not fund, let's say ABC, out of the entire structure, but we fund the entire fees. We take 0% interest from the parent. It includes all the educational institute fee types, your tuition fees or bus charges or mess charges, the stationery charges, whatever is being paid to the school, we can finance that. Will not finance the third party, where school has tie up with some third party vendor, and parent has to make payment to that vendor for tests. The school will finance that. Customize it as per the requirement of the school, uh, up to 9 installments. 6 options are also available depending on the
Rupesh,
arrangement with
just
the school.
is there a network problem on your side or my side? But I don't know because your voice is getting stuck sometimes. So if you can try putting video off. Yes, Rupesh, you can continue. You can just, I think, you can try with video off, your video off. You can share your screen and continue.
Am I audible now? Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share the screen again. So we'll come to now benefits to the educational institute or schools. So schools get these advance without delay. School need not to worry about the working capital, growth capital requirements. You can attract more number of parents by offering flexible payment option. It can help you in increase in admissions and increase in revenue, and you can better plan for your next academic year for expansion and everything. Now, and this is more important specifically in current scenario where government there is some ambiguity from the government side. Parents are not willing to pay. Parents are looking for options where, you know, they want to make the repayment or payment to the school in installments. It could be 9, 6 installments or 3 installments. Schools are facing challenges when it comes to capital or collection of school fees. So in current scenario, it's more relevant. This product is more relevant for the school because see, the first problem is parents are reluctant to pay because of certain government regulations or, you know, ambiguity from the government side, and schools are not getting the fees in time. But school has to do certain expenses. School has staff. School have teachers, so they have to pay salaries for that. So this is a win-win solution for the parent as well as for the school, and both the parties are getting benefited out of this. Now, why us? Because we are a fintech company, so our entire journey is digital, 100% paperless. We do not collect a single paper from neither from the school nor from the parent. If the application or the relevant documents are in place, within 48 hours time, we'll transfer the installment or money to the school. There is no hidden charge. When I'm saying hidden charge, so there are lot many companies who would say the parent has to pay, let's say, insurance for the insurance on this particular loan, or let's say some additional charges which will suddenly crop up 3 months down the line. So we're very transparent. We will charge X amount and we are done with that. Another point is EMI collection is completely our responsibility, because technically it's a personal loan which we give to the borrower or the parent. We sign a legal agreement with the borrower. So borrower is legally bound to make the repayments to us. Whereas in your case, the parent is not legally bound to make the fees payment to the school. Whereas in our scenario, it's a personal loan to the parent, and parent has to make the repayment. Otherwise, we will report it to the credit bureau like CIBIL. It will impact their CIBIL score. They will feel difficulties in getting further loans for probably for their house or car or bike, whatever it is. Another point is generally what happens in school fees. Let's say you people have kept a school fees date for fees collection is 10th of let's say 10th of August, but it will never ever happen that all the parents will make the payments on 10th of August. It will spill for another 15, 30 days, 45 days time period, and your actual fees collection will happen over a period of 40 days, 45 days. Whereas in our case, we will decide a particular date. On that particular date, we'll transfer the money to the school. So school knows on day one that on which particular date this much of money is going to get credited in my bank account. So it gives more comfort to the school, and you need not to follow up with the parents for fees or fees ka payment nahi kiya hai, aapne timely payment nahi kiya hai. Then few schools have certain criteria where if there are late payments, school will charge them. So your job is not to collect the late payment fees from the parent. Your job is to provide education to them. We are into finance industry. Our responsibility or job is to do such kind of activities. So let us do our job. You focus solely on providing quality education to the kids. Now in this whole scheme of things, because for parents it's a 0%, but हर चीज का cost होता है, right? So this also carries some cost, because money is never free of cost, because it has some cost to me. I borrow it from the bank, or bank borrows from probably RBI or from the fixed deposits of retail investors. So money has a cost associated with this. So from where we collect this cost? We collect this cost from the schools. So we have 3 programs for the schools depending on the cash flow of the school and the the expenditure appetite, how much money the school can spend per student. So depending on these criteria, we have prepared 3 plans for the school. I'll take you through those 3 plans. So the option 1 is where we charge 4.5% to the school, and we make payment to the school in 3 installments. So first is immediately, 40% will pay immediately, 30% after 90 days, 30% after 90 days. So within 6 months time, we'll make the repayment of entire amount to the school, and we'll keep on collecting from the parents for 9-10 months, whatever is the tenure. So this is a working of that. So for example, the fees is 40,000 rupees, charges 4.5% is 1,800 rupees. So on T day is day 0 when we are disbursing the loan. Total due is 1,600, with 16,000 which we have to pay to the school. We'll deduct our charges from that, and net amount will be paid to the school. After 90 days or 3 months, we'll transfer the 30% part, which is 12,000 rupees, and after 90 days after that, 12,000 rupees. That is option 1. Option 2 is where we charge 6.5% to the school, and will make payment to the school in 2 installments. So 50% will pay immediately, 50% after 3 months. So within 3 months, school will get the entire amount. So this is the working. T day is day 0 when we are disbursing the loan or transferring the money, first installment to the school. We'll deduct our charges from the 50% amount which we have to pay to the school. Net 17,400 is paid. After 30 days, we'll pay the remaining 50% to the school. This is option 3, where schools want 100% money upfront. So in this case, we charge 9% to the school. And it's a single 1 installment payment to the school. So on day 0 or transaction day, T day, we call it T day. On T day, we'll make 100% payment to the school after deducting our charges, and we'll keep on collecting from the parents over a period of 9 months. Now, in this case, in all the cases, parents have to pay 1 advance EMI to us, and second, we request all the schools not to give result or transfer certificate or school leaving certificate to the child till the time we share NOC with the school. So we make it part of our loan agreement as well, which the parent has to sign. We tell this to the parent from our recorded line explicitly that they have to make the repayment. If the repayment is not happening in time, in that case, we can request the schools to hold your results or transfer certificate, whatever it is. And we make it part of the loan agreement as well. These are the few partner institutes we are working with. Currently, we are working with around 200 schools. We are the sole and one of the biggest partner, largest partner for Little Millennium. We are covering their entire west and south zone. We are working with K-12 schools. We have onboarded Kidzi. We have Cambridge International School with us, Riverstone International School with us, Trinity. Most of these are from Pune. This is the entire process. So first, school has to decide the option to proceed with. Second, once school decides the option, we sign an MOU with this school. And third, then after signing the MOU, we share a customized application form link with this school, which school has to share with all the parents who are interested to avail this facility. Now, all those who are interested to avail this facility, they have to apply using that link. They can upload all the relevant documents in that link itself. We receive the application in our backend, in our system. We underwrite that particular parent. Once the application is complete and everything is in place, we underwrite, we approve the loan, we take a confirmation from the school about the admission, because at times parent has, let's say, applied for a 50,000 rupees of fees, whereas school would have collected, let's say, 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees in advance as a admission fees or token fees, whatever it is. So school confirms us that only 45,000 rupees is the fees which we have to finance, because total fees was 50,000, 5,000 parent has paid to the school. So we'll, as per the confirmation given by the school, we'll finance only 45,000 rupees. Once the loan is approved, and the loan will be disbursed to school's bank account within 48 hours time. So we do not work on batch. We don't work on batch system where, let's say, one school will give me 20 leads, then only I'll process those 20 leads and I'll transfer that money on a particular day to the school's bank account. We work on individual basis. On a particular day, we receive 2 applications from a particular school. Everything is in place. We'll approve, we'll process, and within 48 hours time, fund related to those 2 applications will be transferred to school's bank account. Now in this entire process, what do we need from school? Because we are getting into an agreement with the school, or you can call it agreement or MOU. So we need to collect the PAN card, copy of the school, trust or some business proof, trust proof or business proof, some certificate which says that this particular entity is running a school. We would require one address proof in the name of the school and one cancel check copy. Now, why do we require cancel check? Because we have to transfer money to school's bank account. Hence, we need to verify the bank details, and we want to be doubly sure that money is going to this particular school's bank account only. List of documents from parents. So we would require basic KYC documents, which include PAN card, Aadhaar card, latest electricity bill, cancel check copy, selfie photo, and latest bank statement last 6 months. That's it. So now we are open for discussion. If any of you have any query or question, we can take it up. Or what I'll do, hello.
Can you share this PPT also with us?
I think Dipesh, it's with Dipesh. So he shared
Yeah.
the PPT.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll take you to the.
We'll share the PPT. We'll share the PPT.
Yes.
So is it only for schools in Pune or overall Maharashtra? No, this is for schools overall across the Maharashtra. So yeah, so any schools across Maharashtra can opt this.
And
okay. So only,
I'll just
Gujarat
take
is possible?
Pardon, sir?
Gujarat school also possible?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So we are open for schools pan India. It is not only that we will restrict ourselves to Maharashtra market, but because Prisms and Dipesh, they are predominantly active in Maharashtra territory. So hence he said into Maharashtra. But we are open for all the schools. So
Thank you.
This is a form which we.
Your screen is not clear. I think it's stuck somewhere.
It's frozen for me.
Frozen. Yeah, same. Can you stop your share and start again? Share again.
Wait.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Dipesh, we can speak to JSPM, the decision has to be taken by them. And then we can speak and decide, if all the schools are given permission, then we can go for an option, whatever is approved.
Right. Yes, yes.
Number 2, I would like to ask, I really don't know the name of the gentleman who's giving.
Rupesh.
Yeah. One thing I would like to know, you have given us 3 options.
Right.
Isn't it, as far as commission is concerned? Is it depending on the number of students? If the number is more, then can the commission be negotiated or not?
Ma'am, that we can work out depending on the how much commitment do you have towards number of applications. so that we can work out on case to case basis.
Okay, and
Yeah.
second thing is, suppose a parent has paid some money, a part payment he has paid,
Hmm.
but he doesn't have money, to pay further, and he approaches you. So accordingly, the commission will be taken. Am I right?
Right. So we will charge only on the amount which we are financing.
Okay, so it's just like educational financing.
Ma'am, technically, it's a personal loan, right? I would
Okay.
not misquote anything to you. It's a personal loan in nature. Anybody who is doing school fees financing, they
Hmm.
are calling it education loan, but this is not an education loan. It's a school fees financing, which is a personal loan, right? Now,
But,
the
uh-huh.
nature of this loan and the end use of this loan is different.
Hmm.
End use is defined that this money is being transferred to the school for the purpose of education of a child, right? So the
Uh-huh.
end use is defined in this, and I
Hmm.
mean, apart from that, as I told you, we will charge you only on the amount which we finance. So if the fees is 50,000 and parent has paid 20,000 to you, and we are financing only 30,000 rupees, so we'll charge only on the 30,000 rupees to the school
But
and to the parent both.
but the loan is taken by a parent. So
Right.
why school should pay? It should be charged from parent.
So, ma'am, there's a both either option. Either school takes, we are open. So, we as a company, they require, say, 4.5%. Now,
Hmm.
whether school wants them to, they want to bear, in the current scenario, if school is okay, anyways, many schools are giving some kind of discount. So, if,
Hmm.
if in this format, if school is bearing this, then it becomes easier for school, for further revenue. Fees and everything becomes easier. So it's both options. If you say no, we won't bear this, we want parents to bear this, we are okay. We can apply that to 4.5% to the parents. But then parents
Depend.
would adapt it. I don't know how many parents would take it, not take it. So it would again then vary. And if school is bearing those charges, so you would get your fees upfront, and so accordingly, then you can plan it.
You're right. But what is happening? I'm telling you my personal experience, and I think my other colleagues must also be facing the same. The parents want a relief. Now, here, if the commission school is bearing, okay, we are ready to bear, but the parent is not getting any help and they are not happy. है So,
Parent is not getting any help.
financial help, or financial benefit because they are
Yeah.
paying the full amount.
No, but they don't have to pay interest now.
Ma'am, they are
See,
not, ma'am,
suppose I had taken a loan from a bank or something, say 50,000 rupees. They would charge me 12% interest. So the 6,000 is only interest for that. Now here there's no interest.
You're right. But what I'm saying is, whenever a parent is coming to me, they are saying, give us relief in fee. Now, here we are not giving relief in fee, but we are giving commission to the company, isn't it?
no,
So
no.
I don't know how,
Ma'am,
how,
I'll explain it to you again. So
Mhm.
how it works? Let's say you have opted for the third option where we are making 100% payment to you upfront, right?
Hmm.
Let's take a hypothetical example. So
Hmm.
in this case, parent need not to pay the entire amount. Let's say your fees is 1 lakh rupee. We'll charge 9% to you. So you have paid 9,000 rupees to us. On day one, we have transferred 91,000 rupees to you,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we will collect this 1 lakh rupee from the parents over a period of 9 months. So he has to pay us in 9 easy installments, 11,000 rupees each.
Okay.
Parent
Hmm.
is not paying 100% to us. So in other words, you as a school, you are helping the parent in paying the fees in easy installments, and you are bearing that cost so that the parent can pay the entire fees to you,
Hmm.
right? There could be another scenario where, let's say, I don't know about your school, but generally there is a dip in admissions this year, right? across
Ah,
across India.
yeah, 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 of course. There is.
Right. That is challenge one. Challenge two is whoever has taken admission, they are reluctant to pay the installments or pay the school fees in time. Third, there is an ambiguity from the government side where government is not giving clarity on digital classes. We don't know when schools will open again, and physical classes will start happening. So till that time, schools are also not clear how much money they should charge from the and how they should charge from the parents. So that is where this structure comes into picture, where you can give relief to the parents and they can make the entire fees payment in 9 easy installments, whereas school gets everything 100% upfront in one scenario. And then you can better utilize that money for your working capital requirements, because we also understand this is a tough time for the schools, not only for the parents, for the school. Also it's a very tough time. The admissions are at probably all time low. What whosoever has taken admission, the fees is not getting realized in time. You have to make the salary payments to your staff.
I know, it's a bad time.
All this
But the school doesn't get 100%. School gets 91%. You know? So that is one thing. Let me speak to our unit. It's a big unit, of course,
Yes, yes.
JSPM, and let's come out with something.
I have one more counter argument to that. Take it this way. Generally, schools are taking fees in 3 installments or probably 4 installments every quarter. The parent is making the fee payment to the school. Most of the schools, if a parent is making 100% fees upfront to the school, most of the schools are giving some waiver to the parents. I don't know how much you pay or you don't pay. I'm not sure, but generally, if everything is paid upfront 100% to the school, then school gives some discount to the parent. So you should consider it that 100% you are getting on day one. So you whatever discount you were supposed to give to the parent, you pass on that discount to me. Number one. Number two, that was in the normal scenario, and now consider this as a COVID-19 scenario. So under COVID-19 scenario, earlier let's say you were giving X% of discount to the parent. Now give probably 2X% discount to the parent, not to the parent, to us, so that we can give you 100% upfront. So consider it that way. Third is, in current scenario, if you go to any bank, you have to pay 12-13% on the working capital or your CCOD requirement. So that is again a cost for you. Whereas in this case, by paying upfront to me, I am transferring the entire money to you, right? So your cost of working capital is reduced because you need not to go to the bank in such difficult time and ask for the working capital requirement from the bank. So that money is saved. Plus your admissions are also happening, as per the normal course of this thing activities.
Yes, yes.
So it's a dual benefit for you.
Yes. You can just show that form. Ganesh Tarate, sir, you have any query, sir?
Yeah, yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Rupesh,
Yes,
sir,
got it.
this is the principal New Beginning, Aurangabad.
Yes, sir.
My first query is that this scheme, is it applicable only to Pune schools or is it Pan Maharashtra scheme?
No, it's
Pan Maharashtra, Pan India.
Pan
Okay,
Maharashtra,
that's
Pan
great.
India, wherever the
Yes, sir.
school is.
Yeah. And other query, sir?
Yeah. The second query is that, like, in case, like, is it a fixed amount that do you offer? Say, for example, my school fees goes up to 45,000. So, like, the entire fee is being sanctioned as loan, or is there any kind of conditions and terms? Like,
So,
only this much amount will be sanctioned as such.
so we sanction the entire money, entire fees. Whatever a parent has to pay to the school, will finance that.
Okay.
There could be
Next query is
there
that,
could there could be two.
what is
There
the
could
percent of the commission that the school has to pay to you? Is it a fixed one, or is it vary as per the amount?
no. So it's a percentage. So percentage is fixed. Percentage is fixed on the amount. The absolute subvention amount may vary depending on the amount on which we are taking the percentage. Percentage is fixed. So if the fees is, let's say, 1 lakh rupee, we are taking 5% or 6% on that. So 6,000 is the amount.
Okay.
If it is 50,000, fees is 50,000 and I am taking 6% on that. So then it would be 3,000.
Okay.
So the absolute amount will change, but in percentage term, it will remain fixed or constant. Second query
Okay.
was,
Say if we speak about 50,000, like how much percentage would be there for it?
so which option you are opting? Let's say you are opting for 100% upfront. So we are taking 9%. So 9% on that would be 4,500 per admission, per application.
So this would depend upon the type of option we are selecting. If we say, if you want in say 2 or 3
Hello?
installments. Yes, hello. Hello.
Hello, Rupesh, am I audible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
It was disconnected. It's a net problem over here. Yeah.
So it would depend upon what kind of option you select. Say for you select option 1, wherein you want in 3 installments, in within 6 months.
Okay.
T plus.
Okay.
You can open that present. You can share that presentation once, Rupesh. So it would be like suppose you select T in 3 installments, like within 6 months you want all the payment, then it would be 4.5%. So suppose your fees is say 40,000 rupees or say 50,000. So 50 into 4.5 would be how much? 9 and 1,800. So 1,800 would be deducted, and rest would be paid to you.
Okay.
That way.
So rest all the amount will be paid all together. That you mean to say, right?
No. Now that's what I said. It depends upon what option we have selected. Now in 4.5, we will be paying you in 3 installments, like T plus 90 and T plus 180. So in 6 months, we'll be paying you.
Okay. Right.
Depends upon the option we
Now
select.
my only last question regarding this, Dipesh, I'll speak to you about this. I found it quite we could go for this. My last question is that like whether the parents, they have to pay the EMIs, of course, or the parts, of course. What if the parent won't pay it on time? Then whether the school is going to be liable to pay for it?
So technically, let me answer this question for you. Technically, school is not liable for this because it's a personal which we give to the borrower or the parent. Borrower has a loan agreement with us, which is a legally binding agreement with the parent. We only request all the schools to not to issue the transfer certificate or final result to that particular child till the time NOC to the school, because if the child if let's say there's this use case or scenario where the parent has not opted for this option and he is continuously paying the fees to the school. So normal course of scenarios, school generally do not give transfer certificate or result to that particular child, right, till the time the fees is not cleared. So same applies here. We request the school not to give any result or transfer certificate to the school to the child till the time we give NOC for that particular child.
So these are the 3 options. For option 1, can you show option 1? Page. Yeah. So yeah, second page. Next page. Yeah. So this is how we'll pay you. Like T day, suppose your fees is 40,000. So on T day, say in 2 days, say tomorrow parents has completed this form. So first we'll pay you 14,200. Then next 90 days 12,000, and next 90 days 12,000. So this is how it would get clear.
So that is a 4.5. Yeah, that's the scheme.
4.5. The 3 options. 4.5. Yeah. You can show option 2, Rupesh. Yeah. So option 2 is like 6.5% would be deducted. So on the day one we will pay you 50%. Say we'll deduct 2,600 our charges as 17,400, and next 90 days remaining 15 days. So within 90 days, complete your fees would be paid to you.
Got it. got
In
it.
option one,
Yeah.
in 180 days, and in option two, it's
Hmm.
6 months and 3 months. That way.
Okay. It
No.
varies with the dates and with the commission charges also. Yeah.
Yeah, because these are all interest calculation and everything works on that basis only, no? Because
That's
the sooner you pay, the interest and all things gets varied that way.
Excuse me,
yeah.
excuse
So
me,
what I
Rupesh.
think
Fine.
is,
Thank you. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I
yes,
could
ma'am.
see, when the screen was shared, I could see some 500 in GST, in processing
Yeah,
fee.
yeah.
Hey, please clear that also.
Yeah. Open that. So 500 rupees is a processing fee that is charged to the parents,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and
Plus
this can
GST.
be, yeah, plus GST, and this can be worked out depending upon the quantum of quantum of business they are expecting that way.
Now GST is on the
GST on this,
amount.
no, on 500 rupees. So it's a 18
500.
On five.
on
Oh,
500.
okay. Okay. Otherwise, it will be too much.
No,
Mhm.
there's no GST on this fees amount.
Okay. Thank you
And
so much.
yeah, so what I think is, see, there's no charges for implementing this, or there is nothing. So if what as a school you can do is you can implement this, and whoever parents who wants this, they can take this. See, parents, if they are taking credit card, if they are paying interest on credit cards, they charge like 20, 25%, 30% charges on credit cards because they take monthly interest. So there would be some parents who are uh, through credit card, they would be using that credit card loan and something, so those charges are very high. So as a school, see, there's no charges for implementing this. So if we implement this, those parents who are interested, they can opt for this, and it's better for us as a school if they implement, they take this, because our once they take this, okay, our amount is fixed, like within this amount, these days we'll be getting our amount, so we don't have to follow up with them or nothing that way.
And one more thing, rather two more things I would like to highlight. One is schools should not take it as an expense considering the COVID-19 situation. Schools should take it as an investment and a goodwill gesture towards the students or the parents, because everyone is going through a tough time, right? People have been laid off, people are not getting salaries in time. Schools, I mean, you people are also facing challenges in paying salaries to your employees or teachers. So school should take this percentage as an investment which you are doing for the probably for the next year, right? If you help the students in today's difficult time, those students probably will continue for you for or with your school for next 2 3 4 5 years, whatever years are left. Plus there is a word of mouth publicity in such scenario where I would not name those schools. Those schools are from Maharashtra only. That school opted for our product. That school highlighted this in regional language TV channel, and because of that word of mouth publicity, school got more number of admissions in current scenario. The fees was also coming in time. Second, uh, the we were getting referrals from the existing parents that okay, मेरा बच्चे का तो यहाँ पर इस स्कूल में आपने किया, why don't you implement this in our particular school as well? So it is good for you, it is good for us, both of us. It's a win-win situation. Second point is we technically the risk is on us. If there are non-repayment of loan, uh, intention issues, then will take care of this. But if there are any service related issues, then school has to solve this service related issues, like the parent is not happy with the school or the teaching staff, or something related to school or pedagogy. So in that case we are not responsible. So then school has to help us in closing the loan and settling this. Apart from this, if there are intention issues, he's not repaying the loan for some xyz reason, we'll take it up. We will not bother the school for this.
One suggestion, that is we can have a meeting or webinar for the parents also. So
Yeah, so what we do is, once we agree, okay, we want to go forward for this, then we can have a parent session, and so accordingly we can inform parents. We can even show them everything, or how the form has to be filled and everything, and we can. So first step is here is, as a school, first we agree whether we want to implement this. So if you say, okay, we want to implement this, then we will first sign a MOU between us, and then we will go to the parents. Now, Rupesh, how are we going to go to the parents? Like, there's a few questions there. Uh,
There is a link. I'll just if you want, I can share that link. I can show that link to you guys how it works. So this is a customized link where we'll put school's name and everything, and you can send it to all your parents. Number one. Number two, if you want us to send some bulk SMSs to the parents, we can do that as well. Just a second. Right. So this form is visible now, everyone, to everyone.
so this is the form. So you will be
Yes.
sharing this link to the parents, right?
Yes. So this customized link will go to the particular school. Then school can share it with the, or if school want to be
Okay. So
incorporated in the
this
app,
your test school means your school name would come. You mean to
school
say?
name, everything will be written.
Can you show one of the form which is already, some school form already filled or something by the parent?
No, I'll show you this live form how it works. What all documents are required, how it works. So
So
a
it's a
test
big. I think this would take time. So I think.
hardly 1 minute. I'll
Okay,
just
fine.
do just.
Okay, okay.
So we take parents' name, mobile number, alternate mobile number, email ID, date of birth, gender,
So this form, parents is going to fill.
yes, parents have to fill this form.
Okay.
So that was page one of the form where we collect the parents' personal information. This is page two where we collect the professional detail of the parent. These are the details which we collect about the professional detail of the parent. On the page three, we collect admission detail. So at center location, we'll add school's location. If let's say one school can have 2, 3 branches, sorry, we can add those branches here. Admission type, it is a new admission and old admission, right? If school want us to configure the fees in the form, we can do that as well. If school does not want us to configure the fees, we can keep it open as well. So let's say for every standard, there is a fees. For 9 standard, let's say it's 60,000. It's a dummy form. So we can configure the fees as well. And it will auto calculate repayment tenure 9 months. Interest EMI is 5,000 rupees. Next, these are the declarations. And this fund transfer declaration is quite important. So all school should all schools should know about this. So we are asking the parents to give us a declaration where parent is authorizing us to transfer the money to the respective school on or before the scheduled date. Next. So this is the last page. On this page, parent can upload the selfie photograph, PAN card copy, Aadhaar front, Aadhaar back, electricity bill, cancel check copy, 6 months bank statement. He can sign and submit.
Okay. So once this form is filled by the parent and you receive it, so within how many days is this processed?
So if everything is in place, within 48 hours time, we'll transfer the money to school's bank account. Let's say all the documents are in place.
Okay.
I'm talking about T day. So within T plus 2 days, the money will be transferred to school's bank account.
Okay.
T plus
And
2 working days, 48 working hours.
okay, got it. And how does school get to know about form is submitted or not? How many parents have submitted the
So
form?
once school is onboarded with us, we assign one relationship manager for that particular school who will be taking care of all the activities related to that particular school. The
Okay.
relationship manager will help the school in making the parents understand. At times, parents are not able to fill up the form, so my RM will help the school and the parent. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
we want one person from the school side or from the admission department who can confirm us the admission, because we are giving this money to the school against a confirmed admission, right? So whenever all these details are received, the RM will share one email with the school, relevant details. School has over the email. It is confirmed. We transfer the money to the school's bank account, and same probably on the same day of transfer or next day, the RM will share all the details with the school over the email, which includes the UTR number, amount, the fees against whose name that will be shared.
Okay. Okay.
A sort of invoice, you can call it.
Okay. So what now? Suppose school wants to implement this, then will be create. There will be MOU, and then you will share a form, and so this form school can share through Prism's platform
Yes,
to
very
the
much.
parents, and parents can fill this form, and this is how the things would get processed. So we can send this form. So there will be form. So parents just have to fill this form, right, and submit it.
Right.
Okay, ठीक है. So yeah. So if
Once the
any,
once, Dipesh, once the form is filled, from that point onwards, it is our
got
responsibility
it, got it,
to
got it.
hold
Yeah,
or
yeah.
onboard the
Yes,
parent,
yes,
and
got it.
make sure that the onboarding process is smooth, because for us, school is our partner. We are working with the school in a close partnership, where we are assisting school's consumer, school's customer, which is parent,
Got
to
it, got it. No problem. Yes. So
to avail
now,
the facility.
so those schools who are interested to know further details, or no, details are almost covered. So if you want to go ahead with this, so you can either in chat box you can send us, or you can contact your the whoever person from Prisms you are in touch with, and ask them to send you details, further details, so that we can share the further details to you. So any other queries? We can take the queries if any queries.
I think there is one query from Mr. Amar regarding who will give plan information to parents about loan. So school has to share if school want, we will share the FAQs for the parents, which eventually school can share with the parents. School has to share the link with the parent. We can configure it in Prism's app. Apart from that, if at any place, at any point of time, school feels that we have to arrange some webinar kind of thing for the parents, we can do that. School want us or any of our representative to speak with the parent, we can do that as well. So we are very much flexible. We understand the current situation or the challenges faced by the school, so we are there to help to the schools.
So, so what I feel is, I think there's no harm in giving this option to the parents, like the way we have given parents online fees payment option. So we can give them this option. So if whoever who wants, they can opt for it, and it's always better for the school, the maximum parents who opt for this that way. So you can contact us. You can let us know uh, if you want to get further details on this. Okay. Yes. So any other queries? Yes. Vidyadhar sir, any queries?
No, sir. No, sir. All is clear. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. So fine then. So we can end this session.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Dipesh. Thank you, Dipesh.
Okay. So thank
Thank you,
you.
Dipesh.
Thank you, Rupesh, for taking this session and explaining us beautifully how this system can be implemented. And thank you all for participating in today's sessions. Okay, thank you.
Very much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Dipesh, for for arranging such session, and thank you very much to all of you to get time from a busy schedule and being part of this session. You can reach out to me or Dipesh in case of any further clarification. We are there to help you.
Fine. Okay.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.